apparently I did a no-no, which I didn't see this as a problem, but I want to talk to you guys about it to see where the issue actually lies and how I can improve in the future. But let me give you guys the full context here, and I'm putting this right at the start of the stream, so if people click on this VOD, they can give me more feedback. So if you guys have any opinion on this, please write a chat, or if you're watching this post, write a comment and let me hear what you guys have to think. But let's talk about this. So if you guys were here on Monday, I did a stream of the worst deck in Hearthstone, which was this thing right here, right? This stream right here. Let me get this up. So this was what the stream was, right? It was the worst deck in Hearthstone. And this stream, if you guys end up going to watch it it's unlisted at the moment, and I'll just explain to why this is unlisted. But if you guys watch it, right at the start, I explained, well, after me talking like a bunch of fucking nonsense, I explained what we were doing, which is there is this person on Reddit who is doing a post of like each day they pick the worst deck, or they pick the worst card possible and making the worst deck in Hearthstone. So I was actually waiting for this to reach day 31, because day 1 was the picking of the class, and I was curious to see like how bad the deck would it actually hit 31. The biggest difference here though, and you might be curious, like, Rarran, why didn't you wait till day 41 like the post actually says, is because they put Prince Renathal in the deck, and I actually feel like Prince Renathal makes the deck better, because if every single one of your cards is absolutely garbage, wouldn't the extra 5 life make your deck better? That's just my opinion of it. Anyways, I didn't think really anything of it, because to me this was just as taking a high legend streamers deck list, giving them absolutely full credit. You may also recognize that I gave the Reddit post to this user. I gave them full credit for the idea. I didn't say this is my idea in the slightest. All I was doing was playing the deck list on stream, which I thought was completely fine. Anyways, no one said anything to me on stream about it. If you go through the entire logs, it's absolutely like no problem whatsoever. But after the stream, I went to go do a draft with Voxy. So if you missed that, it was me drafting a limited deck for her to try to win in Magic the Gathering. Okay. Now, before I even go to what the issue is, I want you guys to know that I'm not here to say that I'm right and they're wrong, or people are wrong, or they're right and I'm wrong. I'm more here to understand where the problem actually lies. Okay. Cause I purely don't understand this. So after I finished the stream with Voxy, I went to go look at the comments of this video, right? And I started to notice somebody deleted their comment when I responded to it, but I started to realize like that people thought that I was stealing this person's idea and I was being extremely scummy, right? Like finishing the deck for players on Reddit who are really invested in this seems kind of lame, right? That was a thing, right? And this comment is, coming with an idea before you finish it is a much bigger, but a much bigger platform takes it from you and uses it to make content that generates the revenue. Maybe that's nothing to you, but that's what people are getting at, which again, I thought was really interesting, right? Because I personally don't see the difference of like taking this deck like I would with a high legend streamer, giving them full credit and basically saying like, this is their idea, I'm just playing the deck on stream, right? And I thought it was really, really interesting. Anyways, I made a post here talking about like how I didn't mean to do anything negative to the person on Reddit. I gave them full credit. I said I showed their deck. I said they made the deck, I showed it on stream, and I gave it more exposure for people to vote on. I think that the people that were stealing the deck is kind of off, and forgive me for not understanding, but it's the same thing as me copying a high legend player's deck and then playing it and giving them full credit for making the deck. My intention was just to try the deck out, see if I could win with it. If they wanted to stream or make content on it, I don't understand how this hurts them from doing it or how it negatively affects them. So that was my logic behind it, right? But as I continue, right, this guy said like the negative pushback is even with the credit. The dude on Reddit isn't even done with his idea. So like I just said to you guys, chat, and I said this on stream as well, I thought Prince Renathal was making the deck better. Okay. I thought making adding Prince Renathal was making the deck better. So that's why I didn't want to wait for this idea, right? But I also found like this was extremely interesting, because if you go read the Reddit post, and this is where I was like really fucking concerned for this, right? Hold on a second. I gotta show you guys the post. Give me a second. Give me a hot moment. So if you go read this, right? So this was the last day. Hold on. This was the last. God, can you fucking click Reddit? You're so shit. What is this? Is this the dude? Yeah. Okay. What day was it? This one. Okay. So no, fuck, I need the comments of it, not the actual image. So the very top comment here, wait, is it this one? Yeah, okay. So the top comment, I don't know why this one's higher now. The top comment is, Rarran is also streaming your deck without Redifall. And people are saying that's kind of messed up. I know it's not a complete deck, but OP literally said he was going to record and post and playing the deck. Okay. So I had no idea at the time that this person wanted to record and post their own video on this. And this guy's still saying it feels kind of scummy that Rarran would just take the deck for content. But I'm going to give you guys a really different perspective here. Okay. So if I post a video that gets 500 views, right? For instance, let's just say I get 500 views. Okay. And, someone reacts to my video. So let's say like XQC reacts to my video, and that video of him reacting to it gets 500,000 views. Let's just say, for instance, right? You may think of that as, wow, XQC took all of my viewership, but in reality, those views wouldn't have been there without XQC, right? XQC is the full reason why people are watching it. Yeah, he's reacting to your content, but you're not getting those views. There is nothing about me, as far as I can tell, me streaming their deck list and giving them full credit, I'm doing anything wrong, right? No, XQC still took your impressions from the algorithm. Victor, that is entirely wrong, because no one, how do I describe this? No one would watch, the people who watch that video because of XQC reacting to it does not mean that those people are gonna go watch that video regardless. Do you understand what I mean? People are watching that video because XQC is there. That's the whole reason for that. They're not watching that video without it. Second of all, right? This is on Reddit. This is a Reddit fucking post. This is not someone like messaging me behind the scenes telling me, hey, Rarran, I'm making this deck list. I can't wait for me to show it and make a video on it. And then I take that idea and just make it on my own, right? This is not the same thing. This is Reddit. This is a public platform, right? Anything you post on Reddit, anyone can use. The only difference of me playing it versus like someone else playing it is that people watch me play Hearthstone. So it's very interesting to say that like people think that I'm being very scummy for stealing this, but in my, like, the more I thought about it, the perspective is very interesting, is because I'm honestly giving this person more exposure. Reddit, the Hearthstone subreddit, right? This got 235 upvotes, right? And a subreddit that has almost 2 million people on the subreddit, but like not that much. The commonality that seems like the people that call me scummy is that every single person who is on Reddit every person that watches me also goes on Reddit, right? Also goes on Reddit, which I actually think is very interesting, right? Because that's not the case at all. Reddit's a very small subsection of Hearthstone at this moment, especially as the game has just fallen, right? So at this point in time, me streaming the deck list would arguably give this person more exposure for potentially the content that they want to make. Now, people in comment are saying like, this guy actually was planning to stream this. I did not know this at the time of me streaming this video. I had no idea this person wanted to stream it, but and I'm gonna give you guys a huge tip for content creation. Crow, I'll get to this in a second. Biggs, hold on a second, brother. Thanks for the 10, man. To be fair, the people who watch Redditors would have been the ones to follow the subreddit. You're not stealing their videos. So the other thing is, and I'm gonna be I'm gonna just be brutally honest here, right? If this guy wanted to stream and make a video out of this deck list, I actually think that like me streaming this doesn't affect them whatsoever. And this is a huge thing for content creation, right? Huge thing for content creation. If I am using content and you want to make something on that content as well, don't let me discourage you, right? You're not going to make it as a content creator if you're worried that someone else is going to take the viewership from you, right? Like you can't live like that because you'll never grow. Like you'll constantly have this anxiety of this, right? So I think it's completely fair that you may think that I am stealing this person's idea and someone wrote as like, I went to this person's birthday party and I blew out their candles, right? That's what the analogy was. But it's like really, really interesting that that's how you would think of it, as this is on a public forum. That's my biggest concern here. Now, I don't think I'm right or they're wrong or vice versa, chat. I'm here for more to understand what the problem is, so I don't do it in the future. Also, I just want to make this very clear. Some of the people on Hearthstone subreddit could absolutely go fuck themselves. I'm just going to be completely honest. Look at this shit. Not surprised he's desperate to make daily content with his clickbait titles. This is somebody who doesn't want Hearthstone to prosper, by the way. This person right here, Mortimus, wouldn't have to prosper, right? This wouldn't have here. It's absolutely hilarious that this is the case, right? But on top of it, this is something very interesting. Hope he gives shout out credit to OP when he drops the edited video. I already gave the person credit during the live stream, and of course I was going to give them credit for the video because this is their idea. It's literally in the intro of the idea, right? It's in the intro of the stream. So basically what we have done, me and my team, I discussed it with a bunch of people just to see what people's thought process was. And I made the claim that I unlisted the live stream. As you guys can see, it's unlisted. So it's not being supported it's not being pushed in the algorithm. It's unlisted, right? It's unlisted at the moment. We are not going to post the video, the edited version of this live stream, until this person has some time to make their video, because I don't want to be known as the person that like stole their content. Walker, your point of saying that me bringing this up makes them win, I don't give a shit. I'm here to learn, dude. This is why I brought this up. So chat, now that you've heard my perspective, and I've basically, you could read through the Reddit forum. It's all here, right? It's all here. How do you guys feel like, do you guys think I did any, please don't be biased towards me. I want to take judgment as clear as possible so I can improve as a person. Because I'm someone, again, who makes ideas all the time. The last thing I would want is people to steal my idea, right? But this is on a public forum. I'm not fucking tweeting out my ideas. So could you guys be not biased here and let me know what you think? How do you guys feel about this? It really looks like a joke about crowdsourcing a bad deck. I think the people who are more upset about this are the people that are invested in making the deck list. But again, they still have like 9 cards to go. Watch the VOD. I'm one of the people who initially felt uneasy about it, but as you said, you gave them full credit multiple times even and took away any issues I had with you. Okay. They didn't want their ideas stolen. They should have made a 30 deck Reddit adventure. It's a common Reddit L. You gave credit. Maybe you should get in touch with the person on it. But like, Gecko, do you think I should? Right? Like, I personally don't think I should. I don't think there's any reason for me to, right? Like, if I steal someone's deck list that they're playing on a high legend stream, like let's say I take Kibler's deck list, right? I'm not gonna personally message Kibler after and be like, hey dude, are you okay with this? No. Like, that is a very common practice in Hearthstone. Like, you just take their deck list, you give them credit, link their Twitter or something, right? I just thought it was very, very interesting. I don't mean to apply anything, but for fuck's sakes, why does it even have to some pointless drama come from? The only reason I brought this up, by the way, is because listen, I don't read this. I don't go on Reddit. The only reason I knew about this was because I check it like once a week to see if there's anything spicy happening, right? But the comments on my videos on this live stream had it, and it made me really confused because no one during the live stream said anything. It didn't say anything, which made me go look at this post, and then I realized that this person wrote, also Rarran is streaming your deck without Renethal. You know what I mean? I thought it was really interesting. You do anything wrong, not legally or ethically wrong. It's published online with no clarification how they want their content to be used. You credit the guy, it's way more than others. Okay, fair. Creator should have pat in the deck, shake my head. For the deck list, my only thought though, it would have been nice for the wait to finish the post about it. Well, so Justin, that's my point. That's probably the biggest thing I've seen, but I specifically said during the live stream that I wanted to do it at 31 cards because I didn't want Renethal in my deck list because I thought it was better. I said that during the live stream. To be completely fair. So like, I could have technically waited for this person to reach all 40 cards, but I didn't want to use this deck list. I didn't want this, right? I wanted the 30. I wanted the 30. As already stated, they're going to stream it or make content in a horrendous deck, but you were not aware of it. I think it's an honest mistake if you want to call it that. I think that's Andrew, I think that's completely fair. That's why I unlisted the video personally. But I want to make it very clear, like from my perspective, I don't think me streaming the deck list takes away from them streaming or making content for the deck list because, and I'm going to be completely real here. Like I'm going to just be transparent and honest. This person, I have no idea who this person is who's making this, right? This is just a Reddit person, right? Do you honestly think that every single person who has voted on this is going to go watch their live stream and video? I don't think so, right? And how do I know that is because I used to post my videos on Reddit. No one fucking watched it. Like no one gave a shit. So I'm just going to be completely transparent here, right? You shouldn't, because I streamed their deck list doesn't mean I'm taking away anything from them, right? They should still do it. Like 100%. Go stream your video, man. Like go do it. Like 100%. Don't let me stop you. I beg you, go make your video, make your live stream. But I'm just being transparent, right? So like, the more I thought about it, the more I was like, am I really doing anything wrong here? And I think you could totally make the claim that I should have waited the 41 days. And that's why we unlisted the live stream, right? That is me trying to like, at least make up a little bit for that philosophy. That's at least my idea. A lot of non-content creators have the misconception that they'll only grow by having unique ideas, and by stealing someone's ideas, you're stealing valor. So maybe that's why some are mad. Again, that's basically what I was saying. I completely understand that. This is such a non-issue. A streamer in an incredible niche community, Hearthstone should adapt that even a smaller community made. Listen, I'm more here just to try to learn from the situation. Again, I want to make that very clear. I'm not here to like say that they're wrong, I'm right, go fuck this person. Like I want to talk to about this because I don't want to make this like mistake again, right? And quite frankly, I don't really care about what people say about me on Reddit. Reddit is a echo chamber, especially the Hearthstone subreddit. But when it comes to my comment section, I do want to discuss it because those are people that I legitimately care about who are taking the time out of their day to watch my content. So that's why I'm here, chat. I'm not here to say that they're winning because I'm talking about it. I'm here to learn. That's basically what I'm saying. So I just want to talk to you guys about it before we get into the Diablo Tavern Brawl today. We can say that you make content for your subscribers. So if he doesn't make any views, you didn't make everything correct. Hope the exposure doesn't feel bad. Okay. If there's going to be a 10 card difference when they actually finalize their deck. Yeah, there should be. Yeah, there should be a 10 card difference. Yeah. Like they still have 10 cards to go here, right? Like he's doing a 40 card deck, right? And again, I want to make this very clear. I've said it multiple times already that I thought Renethal made the deck worse. So technically speaking, actually, the final version of this when I streamed it is 2 cards difference, which we all know in Hearthstone terms, if I take someone's deck list and then I change 1 card, it's my deck list now, right? We've all seen that meme, right? I agree with you if you came across a private Google Doc and stole it with you, but it give you credit enough. Like Ludwig Mario Party video, he gave credit to it. Okay, cool. You made the assignment. That's exactly, yeah. Dude got credited. He posted for everyone to see. It's the internet. You put something out there, it gets public. People are being snowflakes. Again, it's not about like how they feel about this. I'm more, again, I want to make this very clear. I'm not here to make fun of this person. I'm not here to trash talk anybody who thinks that they're thinking different than me. It's more for a learning experience, right? And I hope that like people who thought I was doing something wrong watch this and realize, okay, I can understand his perspective now, right? Like we're all human beings, man. Like I'm not here to shit on somebody because they have a different opinion than me, right? I'm not getting berated. I'm not being attacked. I just want to talk about this because I don't want to look like I'm doing anything wrong to people who just don't understand my perspective of the situation. Right? If someone with 40 subs would stream this, nobody would say anything. I mean, that's completely fair, right? You could also make the claim that like somebody can make this right now, make a video on the deck list itself, and it wouldn't be the same thing. Can you check his content on stream? I don't even know what his YouTube is. I don't know what his stream is, right? All I know is at the moment from reading this comment after I saw all the comments, I knew he wanted to stream it. So I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I would be grateful if someone streamed my deck. Nice. You give him credit on the video. That part wasn't in the snippet for it in the video or the just text that no one reads. Other than that, you could have done the other thing you could have done. So yeah, you could make the claim that I could have DM'd him beforehand, right? And I think that's actually a very fair point. I could have been like, hey dude, I want to stream your deck list, etc., etc. But the only reason I didn't do that is because this is literally crowdsourced, right? Like it's not one person making this. It's multiple people. It's a community doing it, right? So if anything, realistically, this is my biggest perspective is like I'm adding to the community, right? Because when I streamed it, it was at 31 out of 41. That means there's 10 more days for like people to get involved into this, right? But I don't know if people did, right? That's my thing here, right? 34.5, 34, right? Like they're not getting an insane amount of they're not getting an insane amount of exposure. Like that's basically what I'm saying. Anyways. Is there channels anywhere else you want to play and record if possible? And that's the quote. Okay, fair enough. Give it a couple days. I bet no one's gonna remember. Again, Prime, this isn't for like to start any drama. Like I'm gonna be completely transparent here. I don't give a fuck about the Hearthstone subreddit, dude. The things I have read on the Hearthstone subreddit is incredible. Right? The things that people come out of their mouth is incredible, right? It's incredible. Some of the things I read is fucking hysterical. I don't give a fuck. I'm here because there are viewers of my channel that thought it was a little scummy and I wanted to talk about my perspective. So that's what it was. Anyways, that's the big deal here. If you DM'd him and he said do not stream it or make a video on it, would you do? I wouldn't do it. Of course I wouldn't do it, right? Why the fuck would I do it? Like, if he told me no, I wouldn't have done it. But again, I didn't ask him because it's like, you're doing this on Reddit, man. You know what I mean? A scale of scummy to not scummy, I'd say you're an 8 out of 10 of not scummy. Again, the only, yeah, okay. Thinking that it's better for the guy with no viewership to make a video about the deck first, be YouTuber about it for you. It's crazy. Wait, thinking about it, it's better for the guy with no viewership to make a video about the deck first instead of a big YouTuber making a video about it for you. It's crazy. Wait, I can't. Is that a flame or not? I can't actually. I don't know. I would have to hear your emotion when you say that. You know what I mean? New weekly series cheesing on Hearthstone subreddit's dumbest post. No, I'm not that toxic. I'm not that toxic. You know what I mean? You still contact me and at worst apologize. Well, this is my apology, right? Like, I'm sorry. Like, that's why I'm here. Like, normally, dude, I wouldn't discuss this at all. Normally, I wouldn't discuss this at all. Like, I would just completely move on. But like, I am taking the time to talk about this so we can all learn from the situation. That's basically what I'm saying, which I thought it was really interesting. Again, I don't think I am doing necessarily anything wrong. I just wanted to hear the feedback from viewers. What's up, Leo? How's it going, dude? Yo, Leo, quick little thing here, by the way. I know it's not probably you, but I noticed that for ranking up, there was a signature card bundle. I didn't get that bundle. Any reason that Blizzard doesn't want me to get Tony? Could honestly say that I've never heard of this guy without you. So from my perspective, you gave him exposure you wouldn't have had. That's also part of my philosophy, 100%. I think it's very nice that you don't ignore that and you apologize for it. Well, dude, like the thing is like, I'm a content creator, right? People think that I'm like, people might have this idea that I'm some slimy snake that fucking doesn't give a shit about any single person. I'm just I only care about his money. Like, that's not the case, man. Like, we're human. Like, if I had a really good idea and I was holding it behind the scenes and someone stole it from me, I'd be pissed, right? I'd be pissed. I'd be absolutely furious. But like, he did it on Reddit. I didn't realize there was like, I had to sign an agreement or something, right? And this is what I'm trying to learn from. Never been off the Hearthstone Reddit. How would I know about that? Now I can check the final result. Thanks. Why do you need to apologize if it's just a game everyone can copy decks? It's not the deck, it's the idea behind it. Does that make sense? It's not the deck, it's the idea behind it. That's basically what I'm saying here. I mean, it's better, but would anyone actually watch the video versus where we're Moose? That's not the point of this conversation, right? It's not about his viewership. A video doesn't blow up if it's not edited well. Your video editing and viewership makes it possible for a deck to get exposure. I completely agree with that. On the one hand, I agree with the exposure thing. On the other hand, I was saying the thing about exposure tends to be frowned upon content creators. Well, so there is this is actually something really important. Okay, I'm gonna make this very clear. There is somebody who, no, that's not somebody. There are people who think that because somebody is doing well in your field, that you're not going to do well. And it's a really big thing in content creation because people are very envious and people are super jealous of other content creators, right? But the reality of the situation is, if let's say I'm doing extremely well in Hearthstone, right? Extremely well in Hearthstone. Everyone who's in the Hearthstone content creation realm benefits from it because there are more people talking and watching Hearthstone because somebody is popping off, right? I remember last year when I did the Do You Know Hearthstone, I spoke to Regis. Regis was saying, oh, I did get a benefit. I got more viewership because, you know, your Do You Know Hearthstone was doing really, really well, right? It's a win-win when someone is absolutely popping off in a scene. That's also one of the reasons why, like, when a new game pops off, for instance, Marvel Snap, right? The more Marvel Snap content creators there are at the start of the game, the more the game is talked about, the more viewership there is. There's more people playing the game because there's more content to consume. It's just a positive loop, right? It's a positive loop. Yeah, but those impressions come from somewhere else. There's only a finite people watching. No, Victor, my point is, man, is if that person was gonna watch me play the deck, there is a good chance that that person was also not gonna watch that person play the deck. Most of the people here, like, who watch me are probably here for me and my ideas. Like, regardless of if you've subscribed for Raynad or you subscribe for like Voxy, for instance, right? You probably watch my content because I'm the one playing the video game, right? That's the way it probably works. It's the same concept with React content, right? Even though XQC reacting to a video gets 500 more thousand views than the video that he's watching, it's because people are watching XQC react to it. That's what it is, right? So anyways, that's my take on this. Okay, so I have, to sum it up, basically I have unlisted the video. I've enlisted the video because I feel like I should give the person some time to at least make the video or finish the challenge, whatever. I'm gonna give the person time. I'm not gonna release the edited version of the video until after. But yeah, that's how it's gonna go. I just thought I would talk about it to get some perspective. Thanks for watching.